Thank you very much, Panda. VOD? Cut it. You're actually live on his channel, not yours? Not yours? Yeah. You forced to drink Pepsi Max? The only can in the house is Iron Brew Extra Nessie Nectar flavor. That's all we got. Oh no, if I go too close you can see the background. Oh no, you're seeing through the matrix. Guys, I promise I'm in X's room.
저희 결과가 뭐
I promise I'm in his room,
좀
okay?
잘 나오긴 했지만 그 세세한 내용은 좀 저희한테는 개인적으로 마음에 안 드는 결과가 좀
Extra
많았거든요.
Nessie Nectar flavor. That's what it says on the tin, mate.
그런 부분 없이 좀 더 깔끔하게 경기하자 그런 마인드 장착하자고 말했던 것 같아요.
지금도 나쁘지 않지만 그냥 더 이야기 많이 하고 연습 더 많이 하고 솔직히 저는 제가 약간 경기력이 왔다 갔다 한다고 생각을 해서
Sunjon's a nice guy.
저만 더 열심히 하고 노력하면 될 것 같습니다.
Crazy good bone structure.
바입니다.
멘탈 터졌습니다. 처음 보고. 네, 그냥 최대한 빨리 찾아서 한 것 같아요. 멘탈
Throw that in the
터졌습니다.
bin. Yeah, it's not.
유일하게 그게 딱 안경을 썼던
The guy who
거거든요.
bought it is
저는
back, so
안경
I'm
쓴
scared to
걸
say
별로 안
this out loud,
좋아하는데
but it's not
사실
that good.
그게 딱 돼버려가지고 생각보다 많이 부끄럽긴 하더라고요.
저는 같이 하는 동생들의 리즈 시절을 다시
Get a
볼 수
quick play
있어가지고
going. You see the famous
너무
CX
좋았습니다.
Winston. This is a 120Hz monitor. I'm gonna kill myself playing Overwatch.
전 선준 선수.
Someone uses Lunson
되게
Miskins.
준비하는
Yeah,
것
that's my
같습니다.
goat, bro.
선준 선수 마인드가 한 명을 잡고 죽으면 1인분이라고 생각하는 경향이 있어가지고 막 3거점까지 밀고 나서도 탭 눌러보면 10킬 9데스, 10킬 10데스 이럴 때가 있어서 그럴 때 좀 웃긴 것 같아요. 그냥.
어느 정도는 동의합니다.
동학 선수 이번에 트레이서 잘하시던데 저희랑 경기할 때도 트레이서 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
확실히 프라우드 선수가 보는 눈이 있는 것 같습니다.
Extra handsome today, low key breedable. Thank you. I do my
프라우드 선수가
best.
제일 잘할 것 같습니다. 스테온 할 때는 그냥 뭐 강팀
Whoa.
탱커들하고는 비빌 수 없는 정도라고 생각했는데 지금은
The thing is with this room, it's impossible to
Don't
tell if someone
sound
comes in
like
because the
that.
door just rattles all the time anyway.
준비
So I keep
선수가
thinking he's
1등이고
coming in or
2등이
something, but he's just not.
그런 느낌이죠.
성장을 더 못하고 있던 그 시기가 있었는데 제가 그때 한번 울었거든요. 그 이후로 좀 울고 나서부터 갑자기 막 머리가 잘 돌아가고 막 실력이 늘어나고 그러더라고요. 그리고 그 계기 이후에 이제 제가 에임 움직이는 법을 바꿨어요. 원래 손목으로만 이제
That's more
마우스를
for
움직였는데
AG
다른
than
자세를
T1, really?
추천하더라고요.
Hot take,
그래서
surely.
믿고 그 자세로 바꾸고
Gotta be a
나서부터
hot take.
에임도 전보다 좀 눈에 띄게
EO
좋아지고
people AFK?
해가지고
Nah, it's
그때
loaded up the
이후로부터
dishwasher.
좀 점점 더
I'm living
많이
here rent
성장한 것
free,
같습니다.
so I've got to do my part, you know,
항상 응원해 주셔서
for bridge
감사하고
purposes.
이번 시즌 사우디 가면 선준이가 노래 부른다고 하니까 다들 많은 응원 부탁드리겠습니다.
기존 웨이 때부터
뭐,
이제
이
AG까지
앞에
쭉 왔는데 지금까지 응원해 주신 분들 모두 감사드리고 저희 꼭 성적 잘 내가지고 사우디 꼭 가겠습니다.
Where's
감사합니다.
Xavier?
매번 믿고 응원해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Why is Pitbull
믿음에
on my
보답할 수
screen?
있는 경기력 보여드릴 수 있도록 언제나 최선을 다하겠습니다.
사우디 가면은 다 같이 노래 부르겠습니다.
AGG
They're gonna lose Professor and Korea? Maybe. You think it's gonna win? Literally no clue. T1's got Zest, right? I'm low-key like a full Zest believer. Why don't you and see it? You left for you eating up your thing. I was loading the dishwasher, Max. I was loading. Did you actually? Yeah. And I got an ad on Max's stream. GG. Paid out to nobody. Good. The house keeps all the money. That's what we want, no? House keeping all the money. No money to the people. Sounds good to me. My ex is living made.
잘 성적이 못 나왔던 것 같은데 이번
Bald cap ain't the
스테이지에
only thing I bought. Let's just leave it
시합이
that
잘
way.
맞아서 잘 나오는 것 같습니다 지금.
6-game win streak.
비질란테 형이 들어오고
I mean, T1's
나서
roster is really
저희
good, no? Like it's,
팀원들끼리
I don't want to say it's
영상 보는
sleeper
시간도
good,
더
but
많아진 것 같고
it feels like I have to say it's
개개인씩
sleeper good.
서로 얘기하면서 개인 디테일 챙겨가는 게 좀 는 것 같아서 이런 점이 좀
Zeta
좋아진
1.
부분인 것 같아요.
동학
They
선수가
dominated
약간
map 5.
공격
The maps at Zeta 1,
이번
map 1,
스테이지 2는 약간
CR,
수비로 좀
C9,
섞어가면서 다양하게
But
해보려는 게
map
좀
like map
좋았던
2 and map 5, actual just
제스트
domination
빼고는 잘
from
따라주는
Zeta. I
것 같아요.
cannot lie.
고집이 좀 세더라고요. 시메트라를 했었는데 그 TP를 전 찍으라고 계속 요청했는데 제스는 포탑을 찍는 거.
You tell him, dog hack.
자기 편하려고 TP를 찍어달라고 하더라고요. 그걸 좀 말을.
It's better.
예.
우선 동아이가 보는 각이 대체로 좋은 각이 많아서 우선은 따라주려고 하는 편인데 가끔씩 좀 눈 돌아서 들어가는 경우가 몇 번 있어가지고
약간 무리를 할 때 아 이제 또 시작이네 약간 이런 느낌 계속 맞춰주다 보니까 아 모르겠다 하고 그냥 저도 같이 들어가는 느낌이 되는 것 같습니다.
솔직하게 얘기해서 동아이는 똥인지 된장인지 먹어봐야 아는 스타일이라 제가 볼 땐 똥이어도 동아이 입장에선 된장이면 같이 먹어줍니다.
제가 판단을 하면 1초에 고민도 안 하고 바로 케어를 봐줘야 되는데 살짝
Instant
의심을
backup,
하더라고요.
no
의심을 좀 안
hesitation.
해줬습니다.
Dog hack's a
해줬으면
dictator.
하는 바람입니다. 저는. 제가 딜러를 대회에서 하는 게 좀 버킷리스트 중 하나였는데 기뻤습니다. 딜러가 첫 판이라 대회.
Didn't he have an 8% win rate in ranked on Tracer?
제 원래 폼이 안 나왔던 것 같아요. 제 딜러가
Didn't he have like a sick pulse as well?
비교했을 때 6점은 저 높을 것 같아가지고 만약에 저희 팀 서브 탱커가 있었으면 서킬로얄에서는 진짜 출전할 수 있었을 것 같은데 아쉬운 생각이 듭니다. 제가 소저는 JS 바이퍼보단 2배 잘할 자신 있어요.
동아 스킬러야 내가 오리 사줄 테니까 해볼래 한번?
저는 딱히 뭐 분위기
Got a 3k with nice tank pulse.
동아이가 프로
Nice.
사진 찍더라고요.
That's me on Tracer. Only stick to
언젠지
tank.
모르게 디코방에 올라와 있고 그런데 저는 뭐 그럴 수 있다 생각.
I'll give him that.
저는 사진 찍는 게 귀찮아가지고 저는 딱히 안 찍는 편이에요.
Lines up and stand still. I respect that.
AGG 선수의 이제 밀가루 선수가 저랑 나이가 동갑인 걸로 알고 있는데 저랑 비슷하게 별로 막 많이 경험이 없는 것 같지만 지금 굉장히 잘하는 탱커라 생각해가지고 기대해 주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 일단 지금 저희 위에 있는 크레이지 라쿤 팀이랑 AGG 팀을 꺾는
So
게
these guys
좀
seed
큰
3
것
and
같고
Ag seed 2.
저희가 지금 AGG한테 좀 많이 졌는데
Hello, G up.
이번에 만나면
I mean, who's
제스테가
Jamie?
키리하는 구도기 때문에
I'm Xavier.
제스테가 아마 이겨줄 겁니다. 저는 묵묵히 키리하고 여기는 보여주는 느낌.
더 큰 무대 가서 좋은 모습 보일 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
동아
멈춰!
가자.
Bonjour. Here we go. See, I don't think I'm happy that we never had to do any walkout through fans and stuff because, like, I really my hands get really sweaty, right? And I never want to play with sweaty hands, so I wouldn't want to be like touching random people. Never seen Dog Hack smile. Just don't want to touch. What does that word even mean? Half of them are super cold and sweaty. Wipe the sweat. Well, no, but it's like my hands are really weird where it feels like I have to wash them. Like it's like a mental thing for sure, right? Like it's just me being a fucking idiot. But it's like I feel like I have to wash them if they're in that state. Like the tournament admins hated me because you're not meant to go up to the toilet unless it's like map 3. But every now and then I'd have to go just after any random map because my hands just felt too sweaty. Good for it to sell it more. You get dong out for dongers. Can you guys see under my desk right now? I don't think so. That's just... X introduced me to someone at the wedding, right? And he's like, this is Jamie. He's got low functioning autism, whereas you've got high functioning. What a guy. Mouse was so bad. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like that and maybe mousepad are like my two icks, you know? Like monitors don't really bother me that much as long as it's vaguely right.
네, 오늘의 마지막
Like,
경기
keyboard
AGG와
and that
T1의 경기 시작 전
doesn't bother me that
대표분들과
much,
함께
but
인터뷰 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
I can't
AGG
do like
만나볼게요.
안녕하세요. AGG 감독 동수입니다.
weird mousepad and sweaty
네,
hands.
동수 감독님 반갑습니다.
All I'm saying is Stockholm. You know what? You know what I forgot at home? My mousepad. So I had a new mousepad, and you know what we did? We went 8th.
네, 러쉬 감독님도 반갑습니다. 아, 먼저 양 팀의 오늘 대결 인터뷰 영상에서부터
I just realized I can control the
불꽃이
propaganda machine
튀었던 오늘
completely with
하루였는데요.
no fact check without
특히
exit.
동학 선수의 트레이서를 자스민 선수가 오늘 경기에서도 꼭 해달라며
Mouse
이야기하는
pad full.
모습이
Okay, I genuinely think we would have done better in the TM game if I had my mousepad.
오늘 양팀
Like
내에서는
in the other games, it doesn't
어떤
matter. But like in the TM game, I think it would have
일단
gone better
이제
if we had my mousepad. Like,
동학이가
you can call that as cope as you
오늘
want.
제가 이제 서킷룰라를
But
볼
like,
테니까
I feel like certain
이제
things didn't
제스트가
go my way
오사를
just
하고
because my pad wasn't broken in the tool,
동학이가
you know?
소전을 한번 보여주면
Why is
어떨까
Russia so sad all the
싶은
time? I
생각이
don't
좀
know,
들고요.
네.
That's what you
이제
get when you
사실
go from
저희가
like
그 상대 전적이
god
되게 좋은
salaries to
편이잖아요.
this.
그래서 이제 그거를 깨기
Salary man on the
전까지는
bus,
아직
you're actually
천성이라고
so
생각을
right.
하거든요. 그래가지고 이제 저희끼리 자신감 가지고 하면은 좀 쉽게 이기지 않을까라는 생각을 가지고 얘기를 좀 나눴었습니다.
그렇군요. 이 제안 어떻게 받아들이실까요?
동학이가 할 일은
Why not live?
라고
Let's
인터뷰에서
skip
언급을 해가지고
일단 제가 숙소 가서 제가 한번 상대
You
해볼게요.
co-stream EMEA tomorrow? I will be co-streaming
러시 감독님과
EMEA, NA,
1대1을 해서
Korea all
이긴다면
weekend. But obviously there's no EMEA,
이제
NA
앞으로도
today.
볼 수 있지 않을까 싶습니다. 자, 그리고 AGG 매 경기마다 좀 주목받는 선수들이 계속해서 달라지고 있어요. 이 말은 즉슨 선수들의 기량이 그만큼 대단하다라는 건데요.
I made the mistake of saying I'll co-stream all earlier, and then people got up in arms about China and Japan.
T1도 요즘 제스 선수가 좋은 경기력 보여주고 있는데 이 두 선수를 오늘 경기의 키플레이어로
Hey, you guys aren't gonna like my NA stream, so I'm an NA
그렇다면
slanderer.
오늘 서브 딜러 대결 어떻게 보실까요?
I'm an NA non-believer.
서브 딜러 대결 선준 선수의 반응은 좀 어땠을까요?
You
그러면?
just don't know all her
제가
questions.
이제 그 질문지에 나와 있는 그대로 선준이한테 물어봤거든요.
네.
That's what we've won.
어떻게 생각하냐고?
Nice. Glad we're on the same page. I'm
뭐가요?
actually
뭐가요?
such an NA hater.
그러더라고요.
Like it's
프로모션 하는
insane.
거예요?
You're doing
네,
EU, NA?
저도
Yeah, EMEA, NA,
들으면
Korea all
깜짝 놀랄
weekend.
거예요. 너무 똑같아가지고.
NA did better
그렇습니다.
in China?
네.
So true.
알겠습니다.
Listen, I'll be the first to admit, NA have been better
마찬가지로
at
원래는
LAN
동학
the last
선수가
like 2
키플레이어로
LANs.
언급이 많이 됐었지만 이제는 최근에는
Coaches no
모든
color in the
선수들이
face is true.
좋아가면서 정말 좋은 모습 보여주고
Cynic ghost.
있거든요. 특히 제스
Kidney
선수
failure.
서브딜러들 특유의 공격성은 가져가되
Just because NA have
안정성을
performed
갖고
better
가는
than
느낌이
EU
굉장히 좋은데요.
internationally the last 2
좀
LANs
오늘 반대의
doesn't
플레이의
mean, right?
모습을
It
띈
doesn't
선준
mean that they're
선수를
not a
만나게
fraud
됐어요.
region.
어떻게
It just means that
생각하나요,
EU are
제스
bigger frauds.
어,
That's
모르는
all it
건 없는데.
means.
제스트 선수가 평소에 항상 모든 사람을 만나도 자신감 있게 하고
Best NA teams
항상
comprised
이제
of mostly
게임할 때 자기
non-NA
하는 소리가
players.
있어요.
Didn't they lose to
어
Nightmare
형이야
though?
하면서 이제
Did I see that? Did
그런
DK
식으로
lose
이제
to
자기가
Nightmare?
캐리를
That's way
하겠다.
too funny if so.
뭐 열심히 항상 이제 자신감 있게
Just
하고
to watch them
있어요.
really obsessed with their
네, 자
yeah.
오늘 제스트 형을 만나볼 수 있을지 기대해 보도록 하겠습니다. 자 이렇게 양 팀의 대표분들과 인터뷰 나눠봤고요. 저희는 맵 세트 확인하러 가보시죠.
Let's get gaming! They play this weekend? Oh, okay. I thought I saw something on Twitter that said that they'd beat him. I assumed that they played during the wedding or something. Gonna be dogfight. I think GK is just gonna 3-0 them. Okay, listen, X isn't sponsored by Nightmare, so I can say this. I don't think the Nightmare team... I think the Nightmare team is lucky that they have... Okay, I haven't watched the game, so I can't say that they're lucky to have won the game, so I'm not sure how close the games have been, right? But I feel like... I just don't... I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. You reckon T you get a map against VP? Nightmare is plot armor org buff. Yeah, that's it. It's just the plot armor org buff. That's all it is. Overwatch Fantasy is sponsored by Nightmare. Nightmare on top. Nightmare will win all. Nightmare will not lose a single map. I don't know if TU will get a map against VP. I don't know how high I am on either of those teams right now, truthfully. I haven't watched enough of the games recently to have a good take on the new meta as well, to be fair. I mean, the fact that VP went to, what, map 6 against TM makes me think that they're probably the better team than TU. Whether or not they're better enough that they'll 3-0 them, or if they'll even win, like if it's that much, if they're good enough that they'll definitely win, you know? Not losing groups and proceed to lose all playoffs, I mean, it's possible. VP top 3. Getting married, thank you. Looking daft today, thank you, Tread, appreciate it. From what I understand, the top 4 in EU is TM, Alcad, TU, VP. Not necessarily in that order. But from what I understand, those are the 4 best teams, and then there's like a gap between the rest. You're cooked? How am I cooked? That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told, okay? TM, Alc, VP, TU. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that's the order I said. I'm not saying, but I'm pretty sure those. It's Genji. All right, Hattie. All right, bro. Thank you for streaming during your honeymoon. No problem, Ice. I will be there for your games, my friend. I wonder if his fridge look like right now. I mean, I'm in his house. I could go look. TU is cursed. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing is with TU is that I hear all the time that, like, oh, it's going well in scrims, blah, 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 blah. But I'm yet to see anything in an official that gives me hope that they'll actually show up properly. I don't have Diet Cokes, Hattie. I have an Iron Brew Extra Nessie Nectar. I'll get some Diet Cokes for tomorrow, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. TU won't win unless they drop caps and get better DPS. So true. Oh yeah, 1 dip, 100 gorillas. I should fuck you drinking right now. Yeah, well, the people I'm staying with, I'm in Scotland. They've gone a bit native, despite being, you know, born in England. So they like Iron Brew. You got 1 dip or Team Peps? I feel like from what I've seen of 1 dip, they're actually pretty good, no? And Peps are French, so even with Tread in chat, I might have to go for 1 dip. But I actually, like, don't take my word for anything, honestly. They power spiked early. Root for Team Zerion? Yeah, fair enough. Root for your old boys. Okay. You only just realized it's a green screen. I love that. If Peps cooks, they can still make it. I have no clue. We'll see about that tomorrow. For now, Korea. Seed 2, Seed 3. 3 is better than 1, and 4 was better than... Oh, sorry. 3 is better than 2. 4 is better than 1. Have I got Max back yet?
Yes, but you are finishing the first couple of fights because I need to finish my game with Matchmasters.
Okay, you do that. Alright, it's actually a monkey versus bull situation here. No Orisa to be seen. Not even banned. Sunjun's just going to find Zess. I'm lagging like crazy.
Carry on.
Power, sorry, I got a sub. I was letting the sub speak. That's more important. Power Preeka, thank you for the sub. Yeah, and it's just an Ana dive mirror on Ilios Ruins. You know, Ilios has to be a dive map. Stream is very laggy for some reason. It's Sombra versus Cass and Brig versus Lucio. Like a lot of difference in the dive here. Oh my god, a 1 clip from Sunjun onto Proud actually. How the fuck do you 1 clip a Cass in 2025? Somehow he's done it. And that's going to be first clip over to all Gamers Global. And Donkhack's just going to complete dip out of their jump all the way back. Good slam onto Vigi on the way out there as well. It's just stagger on stagger. What a T1 doing. Donkhack's going to die too. And yeah, I mean, now you're going to have to retake through Ana above, Bull above, Sombra Tracer above. Good luck, guys. Ana Brig, just so easy to nade actually.
I'm so close to defeating my opponent from Israel right now. Like, we're in the final round. Like, we're so close to the precipice.
Good luck with that. Sleep for Vigilante, looking for the other Ana, gets stuck by Sunjun instead. It's been all Sunjun so far that I'm sure everyone can tell because no one's watching Max's stream at all.
He gave up!
Donkhack's just going to die. I don't think we're going to be synced at all, by the way. This is so laggy. I'm just pausing for a few seconds to
51,
give it a sec.
52, 53, do you want me to rewind?
Okay, no, we're good, I think.
50,
as long as I don't lag
50,
anymore.
Okay.
55,
56,
57,
57. Yeah,
50,
we're so
yeah,
in sync. We're so in sync. Retake is on
literally a boy
right
band.
Now. Yeah, we are a boy band. We are, like, you know, I've got the spaghetti hair that Justin Timberlake had. We're just good for it.
Yeah, we kiss in private as well.
On the run right now, he's so incredibly low. Both support ultimates available for T1. The retake is on. Milgaro pops the minefield, but Sonjin pre-fighted before any ultimates even come out. Now the Nano Boost comes out onto Lee Su Min, of all players. Zest manages to land, catch a virus on the chin, but still no kills converted for AG. Milgaro is taking a beating on the point, and T1, they've won this massive scrap without using any ultimates. That was minefield and nano boost for 0 and T1 secure the retake? How have they managed that?
Yeah, moment, Max watch, lights get too bright for Sunjun, has to get pre-fight pickle, dies again one more time at the end just to really rub salt in the wound. Proud though, slow cooking, wait, I was going to say slow cooking the EMP, but he was on cast to be fair to him. Aid is the one slow cooking the EMP, 100% in the round, only just getting it online now. Vigi though, as you said, T1 didn't use any ults here, so you've got to retake into a 5 ult dive comp. Good luck with that. Milgaru's just going to get hack-naded early, going to get out. The primal chase on a bull, controversial take, but this is dong hack, so it has to be correct. I'm actually not sure. Somehow he found Sunjun. Sunjun's just dead again. We're going to EMP to try and trade back onto Donghack. We're going to get it, to be fair. So maybe we're happy with that trade in the end. Still, a lot of ults up for T1. They have an EMP of their own coming up soon. Setting up for the backline now are All Gamers Global. Looks like not really going to be able to get anything with it, though. Point flip still in favor of T1. Lee Soo-min nearly just hinting his brain out.
Oh, big comes out from Lee Soo-min, but it's too late to save Aid. Rally from Skewed now to survive in the corner. The backline is kited masterfully indoors. Pulse Bomb comes out onto Milgaru. He immediately slurps up a mega health pack. That Pulse Bomb has been deleted, but Dorak catches Lee Soo-min. Vigilante still has his first nano boost available. Dorak slipped up in the enemy team spawn. You can see they're crashing out all around him, looking for the kill. He jumps top, he pops the bubble.
HP.
He will be fine. Sombra TP's up on him on the high ground. Surely he's going to be fine, right? Vigi just good for it. Milgaru swinging in now, rolling in. Manual hacked. This could be big. EMP's available. Nano comes out. EMP comes out.
What is he doing?
Hit scan player. So of course the only person to die is the Sombra himself. Vigi trades Lee Soo-min though. Big cleave from Dark, but he's on the run again. Sliver of HP, 22 HP in a dream. Aid hunts him down. Milgaru with the minefield catches the kill into Skewed. And despite the heroics from T1, you can't stop yourself from having a hit scan on Sombra. You can't stop the anti-clutch with the EMP.
Yeah, should be a touch here though for T1. Excuse me, over to Lucio. I assume that one of the DPS for T1 have got this, if not Donghack will. Zest is actually getting marked. It won't be him. I think, yeah, it was Proud that ended up getting onto point. T1's got the first ults coming up this fight really. Aid with his EMP is maybe your biggest out for All Gamers Global here. Proud on the side. I think the pack control is in T1's favor too, which is actually quite big in a mirror like this. Sunjun's got in onto Vigi. The slam is good. The nade doesn't even hit himself, I think. Skewed is just there to spectate. Hack onto Milgaru. Pulse to follow up.
Huge trade.
EMP coming up soon for Aid. Misses the virus. Got to be careful here. Got to backstep. No tank on the side of All Gamers Global. Still have to touch though. The flip goes back
Aid
to T1.
is just taking the piss.
Yeah.
These
Mac is just dead.
Unreal. EMP comes out, Zest goes down, but Mac has been traded. Mind you, T1 have the point control right now. Vigi's coming back on the Moira. Manual hack onto Proud, but the point tick is going down. 2 more kills, and suddenly, with Lee Soo-min and Aid falling, Donghack with the Primal Rage in the back pocket, it's looking like it's over. It's looking like there's no chance for AG to come back into this one.
Yeah, Milgaru should get... Never mind, not going to get any more touch. Vigi back with the final blow on the Moira. Donghack going to pop the Primal just to walk on him. I think you might... Listen, if you want All Gamers to win, you might need to go back to your mobile game, because the moment you tapped in, they lost all semblance of legs.
It was just insane. Like, he's 93% on EMP in the final fight, and he's just standing there out of stealth going for manual hacks. Just shoot your gun, and then press Q on the 5 players. Instead, he's just trying to hack and get a funny little... And shoot your gun. Game is done. Shoot gun, game is done. It's a simple formula. Bongu! Thanks for the prime. Welcome back 2 months. Appreciate that.
Looks like it's going to be a Winston mirror this time, and maybe the Brig mirror as well. Proud on the Ashe low in spawn. We saw some Ashe on Ruins earlier from Lip actually, but you know, clearly different strokes for different folks. You know, going to be the Sombra again from All Gamers Global. So more of a mirror this time than last, but you still got the Ashe for the Sombra. Can be a bit scary if she gets set up, especially above point on this map. And Milgaru.
Yeah, I do feel like this is a really awkward map to play Sombra Tracer. I feel like T1 just have a huge compositional edge right now. Age should get his ass back to spawn and swap to a hero that he can actually play, because the Sombra Tracer is not going to get them over the line on a map like this. It's too difficult to set up on the Sombra.
Proud?
Nade splash on the high ground onto Proud. Aid finds the kill on the Sombra. As I was saying, you really can make the Sombra work, provided Naka anti-nades the enemy Ashe across the map. Skewed throws up his shield, blocks all of that incoming damage. No hack, no virus for him. Point touch comes coming through for the side of AG, but Dark jumps in, the Sentinel throws down the bubble, and Aid, as a hit scan player, will just go down with all of his cooldowns, standing on the point with his trousers around his ankles.
Yeah, Sunjun got no cooldowns to speak of. Lee Soo-min's falling so low here. He's been so lucky to survive. I don't know how Mac has kept him up this long, but suddenly Donghak gets through, makes the gap, punishes Maka, and it's just... I actually just looks dominant from T1. I can't lie. Like, Aid would like to know, has swapped to a hit scan off the Sombra.
It took it long enough.
We might be back.
Yeah, look,
Nano for Vigi.
He is actually a main
I mean,
player,
T1 just have slight advantage on like every ult, which is going to make this fight really, really hard. Maybe a pulse from Sunjun is basically your win condition here, but it's so difficult. Donghak might just int though. That's always a possibility. Nano comes out onto him, gets booped down though, has the primal to keep going with. Zest actually does get the pulse onto Milgaru. Donghak onto the backline now. Just poor Maka, bro. What can he do?
Oh, it's all packed up now for the side of AG. The nano boost is good for T1. Zest finds the pulse bomb connection as well. And honestly, AG, they're already 63% down. They're bleeding out slowly, being pushed all the way to spawn now as T1, they hold strong positions up on the high ground. They keep nading backline. They keep taking these turns. Why did AG ban Freya when they have Aid? That is an excellent question. Like, genuinely, why the fuck did they do that? That is really weird, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially when they're most proud, somebody that is not that good at it. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyhow, nano boost available for Maka, but he's being dived in the back. He's got the self-nano perk, but who's he going to nano here? He's still just running away. Has to use his nade to keep himself alive, which means there's no aggressive turn for them. Neil Gizzy tapping point. Backline has given them the slip, actually. Snuck over to point and gotten the flip.
Aid?
Slip and flip.
Wait, excuse...
Aid walks head first. Oh, God.
A just walks into the backline alone. Now it's going to be a nano rally on point for Lee Soo-min Maka. Got to try and survive this primal coming from Donghak. The bob on point's going to get rid of any hope of keeping point here, I think. Milgaru actually manages to find Proud in the back. What am I saying? I'm a fraud. Somehow the backline for all gamers have rotated into skewed and found him as well. I mean, it's an expensive fight for all gamers, but it wasn't exactly cheap for T1 either. 3 for 3 in the end. And A's back on Sombra.
Ultimately, all hope is lost. It's just not all hope that we were thinking, because it was T1 that managed to let that one slip through their fingers. Fortunately, if you're a T1 head, you look up to the scoreboard, you see 8 on the Sombra, you realize T1 are set, an absolute shoe-in for this retake, because Aid cannot figure it out. Pulse Bomb goes wide on the high ground. Milgaru taking an absolute beating right now. Pulse Bomb comes out onto him as well. He has to back jump. Now T1 are going to crash out onto the point. They're going to start touching point. Simultaneously, Donghak is controlling point top. If they jump deep, Nano will come out. Nano lands onto Donghak. He's actually sleeping on the job right now. This is a bad situation for T1 all of a sudden. Time is whittling down, and this aggressive turn has netted them nothing. Deep jump up onto the high ground for Milgaru, but it looks like Vigi has dropped the spaghetti, and T1 suddenly in a last fight situation where, through thick and thin, AG have survived it.
Yeah. Aid has EMP, Maka has Nano, Lee Soo-min has Rally. It's the self-nano as well, so it's effectively 2 nanos in 1. And T1, they got they got a primal and a Rally coming up, I guess, but I mean, you'd like to think that this EMP from Aid is just a guaranteed kill on somebody, anybody, but given what we've seen so far, maybe not. Looks like backline for all game is just going to be set up on point. Early nano through onto Milgaru, onto the backline. Not an EMP, just a manual hack onto Proud. Zest and Donghak presumably going to be forced to touch point. Donghak's just dead before he gets primal. EMP onto him. Kills him. Exactly what we needed. Aid. Best Sombra on the planet. Knew what needed to get done to get across the line. Never doubted him for a second.
That's the thing about Aid. You know, he's a win-con player. When he's got that EMP, he knows to EMP the monkey that's 97% on primal. Just the type of Sombra that he is. Really knows exactly how to build it when it matters. Never does he let it slip through to the keeper. Never does he forget to shoot his gun. So
never does he forget to TP away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I felt like T1 had a huge advantage there.
Yeah.
Huge advantage. They were in control. They had the ults. They let it slip. They had the ults for the retake. They put it out onto Dark. They don't go for the counter nano when they jump up onto the Ash. Instead, they nano Dark and he gets slept up. They put all of their eggs in the donkey basket and he winds up sleeping on the job. Winds up taking a little CS.
Well, look how dark it is there. He can't see where he's going. Of course he's not able to get anything. And it's going to be a pause out here because someone's complaining about something that doesn't actually matter. I guarantee you it's a T1 player. We lost that map because I got 20 more ping than normal, guys. Come on. I don't know, though. I mean, let's just get our token dive map out the way and then see what comps these guys actually play, you know? Like, I feel like Ilios in Korea just doesn't matter. It could be the most anti-dive meta of all time, and they're still gonna force it for no reason.
Managed to play a little bit of horse there. They horsed around.
Yeah, they did it on Ruins though.
dive.
I mean, it's good on Ruins. Why am I saying like that? It's not as if it's bad. It's just it feels like the Koreans just mutually agree for the most part.
These are the two teams that love the dive mirror so much. You know, like
Shut
in the
up,
regular
man.
season, we had AG versus T1, and there was just like, you know, Anna Curie versus Anna Brigg for all of the marbles in the world. And now
Good,
both teams
honest
have found out the
Overwatch.
things that were giving them problems. You know, like Curie. Now we see the Curie ban come out on map 1, so they can just play the Anna Brigg matchup, no doubt. And then the self ban from AG taking out the Freya.
That is an
For reasons
insane ban
unknown.
though. Like even if
Sombra
you're
Trace
protecting
mirror now.
DPS, just ban anything else.
Like no Sojin here. Like Sombra Trace is better, really.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna be the pure mirror for map 3. No one wants to fool around with any hero swaps. Just good old honest mirror Overwatch, virusing a pole. Thank you, Proud. And Donghack's gone in, taking a lot of damage early. Is gonna be able to get out quite safe though. And she's gonna be like poking and prodding here to see who splits and makes the mistake first, or just gets their head taken off. And it might be Vigi.
Vigi's been dived in the back. He manages to get the self-nade off and Skewed gets a crucial pack in to save his life. You can see the backlines rotating in the bottom right. Maka, no such luck when it comes to surviving. Dongak lands on his chin, gives him the old left-right good night. Milgar has done the same to Vigi though, so it's an even situation and Dongak way lower on HP, so Milgar is going to jump back into the mix and Dongak just has to run away from the fight. AG pressuring very heavily now, but both Winstons are so low.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised A didn't just straight TP on him. It felt like something that he'd do. It's hacked from Skewed instead, never mind, good shield from Skewed. Donghack's touching point, no flip gone out yet. Milgar is just going to look to zone Donghack, try and force him off, get their point ticking. I mean, no ults to speak of yet, but Sondra's just going to find Zest on the side somewhere. Pulse out, misses everyone. Still getting walked on by Skewed, not quite enough. Still managed to get through on Vigi though. That's sleep out as well, that's a ghost line for Milgar. They might chase this down even with the point flip now. Not looking for Anna by the looks of it, maybe just forcing out whoever's top left.
Hell in a cell for Sonjin as he has to dodge the bash, the flail, the sleep, every cooldown in the backline's kit. He's managing to juke his way around. Cap going AG's way though, that is great news for them. T1, they're muscling ahead with so many ultimates, but ultimately AG have all of the same, minus the pulse bomb. Manual hack coming out from the hit scan onto the monkey will be bubbled off, cancelled out. Vigi manual hacked in the back, but Aid also misses his virus. So both backlines having a little bit of difficulty, but Dark's gone down in the front. What's happened here?
I don't even think he was hacked, because Aid's here. He had Primal, just didn't press Q. Again, I mean, it's 5 ults for T1, but they're going to back up now, waiting for Donghack. I don't think they're going to get caught on the way out by the looks of it. But it's going to be a 10 ult fight coming up next, which is so easy to follow and cast during dive, so that'll be fun. Looks like T1 going to play to take this high ground here. Are we going early? We're going early. Early nano onto Milgaru. Self nano obviously for Maka. Sleeping is Milgaru now. EMP comes out before Vigi can get his nano out. It's good on the backline. Aid, best Sombra on the planet. You heard it here first. Good pulse onto Maka. Rally comes out from Lee Su-min. It's not going to keep him alive through the Primal though. Milgaru still has his. Sonjon has his pulse as well. It's a no support fight, and you'd fancy the team with a monkey that has Primal still. But if Aid TPs into a wall in front of Donghack, that might change.
Vigi and Skewed are both coming back with their ultimates as well. Crucially, AG, they spent both support ultimates. T1 have both now. So they're stepping up to the point. Their backline comes back a little bit sooner. Milgaru gets slept and immediately awoken. Good morning, Princess. Now we've got the nano boost available if required. Flailed into a wall is Proud, but the counter nano is good from Vigi. Milgaru is taking an absolute beating right now. Vigi tries to step up, but Skewed and Zest, the damage is done. They will close out this fight. 90%, or rather 89% advantage though for AG. Lose one fight and you will more than likely lose the map. T1, they need to play clean from this point onwards.
Yeah, I mean, you're quite happy for both sides, right? T1 to get the cap, but also for AGG just to get so much of the point and an ult out. You're going to have your first nano up, assuming, you know, no shenanigans. Proud, though, is a lot further ahead on this EMP, and that's probably going to be the biggest turning point if we get to another ult fight. But Milgaru might just get picked pre-fight, never mind, just about gets out. Skewed kept onto his rally as well, so it's really possible here for T1. They've kept the ults to make this winnable.
T1 have made it winnable. Mac is quite ahead. Oh my god, the pulse fell onto the Tracer. Grow up. Zest, the king of punching down, but never punching up. So Zest really gets it done there. Backline in so much trouble. Dark trades out onto Lee Soo-min as well, so there's actually no trades. The use of the word trade completely misplaced in that sentence, as AG have traded nobody. T1 in control. Alt Bank building. The only key difference maker really feels like the fact that Vici does not yet have that nano boost. Mac is 20% ahead, but Proud has an EMP, Aid does not. Skewed blocks yet another virus and hack combination. Recall forced out, EMP comes out and Milgizzy will fall. Oh wait, don't do it. Don't do it, Aid.
No. No, okay, that's alright though. Again, I mean, you can go into one last fight. As long as you don't stagger here for all gamers, you get the EMP out. You're not on even ground going into last fight, but it's better than you would have been. You have your own EMP. Last round we saw Aid manage to get it off onto Donghak before Nano or Primal, and that was a huge swing. Skewed is just on his ass though, my god. Sunjin gonna be touching point early here. Donghak he's looking for it, honestly. Mac is also looking for it. Can't quite get the Nano off on the first jump, but that's fine, don't need it. Rotate into cage now. Gotta be careful of like a late nade push through onto you. It is doable. I mean, they're just probing around looking for it. We know that all gamers like to Nano early, but they're still not pulling the trigger. EMP's gonna come out first, hits Donghak, gets the primal off, nade and sleep and bash, and it's all way too much, and he's down. And suddenly, looking very good for all gamers.
Oh my days. Rally into the back, but the pulse bomb is good. The counter Nano is better still. But Skewed is so low. Even while Nano boosted, save Skewed. Can't get it done. Backline will fall. Dark's coming back on the wheel. But it's just not going to be enough, is it now? Oh, Dark, you greedy little bastard. Going inside, dying to the EMP, the sleep, everything in the kitchen sink. Such a disaster that there was no position available for the counter Nano to come through for them to save his life. That's going to be AG taking map 1 in a matchup which you would very much feel T1 must be comfortable with in order to take the series. Yeah. T1, if they can't clutch it out in a Winston on a Brig meta, in a Winston on a Brig matchup with Freya taken out no less, Aid's strongest hero, not a good omen for the future maps.
No, not at all. I mean, it's like you said, right? The EMP is like the big lose con there for T1, and somehow Donghak ends up in a small room with an Ana Brig and a Sombra. It's not going to end well for him. I will see you in 10 minutes. Enjoy your mobile game.
See you in 10 minutes.
2.4 extra pred. Let's go. Donghak on Tracer time might just be. Zest definitely the better tank. Guys, we can keep it real. Zest didn't mean to pulse that Tracer. We can admit that, right? Like, this wasn't on purpose. I feel like this is for the Brig, you know. I mean, maybe it's for the Tracer, but it's for the Brig. It's for the Brigitte. What happened last fight? Because I thought it was kind of fucked when Milgaru was just in Narnia in their spawn. But then Donghak's looking to go here. But why is Donghak going? They have EMP. You don't have your Nano yet. Did they have maybe they had Nano by the time they went, to be fair. But Donghak sees him here. They're in the room. You just need to be careful about EMP. You should just be. He's just gone in the room and he thinks he's going to survive the EMP in the room, as if he's not going to get like whipped into the wall, slept, needed. Just be in studios head in a good direction. So if you're new to see me, that'd be the world's best May. Thank you, appreciate that. It's like a. Oh, is that why someone said it's like Doctor Who earlier? It's like a mantle passed on. I've regenerated into me. Maybe that's why someone was mentioning Doctor Who earlier, and I just didn't get it because I'm not very smart. I stink of plastic, by the way. Like my entire head. App is dog show. I get notifications at games and gameplay. That's fucked up. We miss Sean May. It's okay. Others will come. Go back to lifetime. So yes, sir. We can watch a countdown instead. Why did my Twitch just crash on my phone? I guess I just don't want to read chat anymore. I would heard you say the new gen never beat your May. I think it'll be a while. You didn't get it. You just randomly mentioned Doctor Who. Fair enough. I think it will be a while, but it will inevitably happen. It's one of those things, like, especially when it's like a niche hero like Mei, it'll take longer than something. Like if it was Tracer, right, it would be like 2 months before someone was better. Like if if the best Tracer completely stopped playing. But something like Mei, where people don't play as much or as often. UB already clear, sadly. So true, exactly. We're already there. See, that's just false. How's it false? That's the way I see it. I don't think anyone ever gets. I don't think like the level of play on any characters ever go down really. Like, I don't think it's possible with a game this big. Why is Mei bad now? I think she's played like a shit ton on Chicken Royale. I'll talk about UB, fair enough. Did Ag ban Freya? Yeah, I'm not sure why, considering he's apparently a Freya guy, but... Gosh, my 5. Is that 87 wins that map? Oh no, should we cover EMEA later? There is no EMEA today, but there is EMEA tomorrow, after Korea, and before NA, and I will be covering that. I'll be here all weekend for EMEA, NA, and Korea. Long I can Tracer wins. That's the 8% Tracer win rate. She got a refresh on Overwatch. She's supposed to. I kinda saw it, yeah. If someone could link it again, so I can have a proper like that'd be sick. So I didn't properly see it. Was this your or Commander X's idea? He messaged me saying that he wanted to keep the stream running during his honeymoon, and I don't know if he messaged anyone else first and they said no, or if I was first choice, but it was X's idea. Like he came to me with it. The bald cap and the green screen was my idea. I mean, the bald cap and being in X's house. How are you being compensated for your time streaming? I make money. I can tell I'm pretty new to being bald. I'm doing my best with being bald. Ah, yeah, no, this is the one I saw. Yeah. Because X gave them a heads up, and apparently they were like, "Oh, do you want us to promote it?" And it was like, "No, we're keeping it secret." Do you get the streams revenue? Yeah, I think the way we're doing it is that I get the money for the streams I do for the most part. So feel free to use all of your subs now. Should pin your Twitch. Yeah, and I'm also allowed to shout myself out. Is it directly to you or is X paying you? I think it's not directly to me because then that would require like his my bank account being linked to his thing. Nah. Black screen's going crazy. Yeah, give it a sec. Trust in the process. You guys don't get anything off this black screen other than just normal, but okay. You want non-black screen? Here you go. All right, we got Sombra ban initially by T1. Scared of AIDS Sombra, I guess. And then an Orisa ban follow-up. Makeup is done wrong. We can see that you have hair. Don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Immediately hopped off Thomas's stream. Commander X pretending to be backbone. So true. T1 win this map. I mean, it's so rough to tell, right? Because it's like if they're just playing dive all series, then you should listen to map 1. But if it's just like the dive Korea tax Ilios, then besides if you get any capacity, you don't have to play. If I was good enough, I'd want to do it, but I'm not really good enough, and I don't know if I'll ever be good enough to do so again. So I don't think it will happen. If I got good enough, then yeah, I'd probably want to come back. But I'd want to get like pretty good before coming back. And I don't think I play enough or I'm committed enough to do that at any point. I'm just doing streaming stuff now. 2 bakes notice the green screen. I thought your pet sitting for them. Alright. So no dive. Oh, have we got Max back yet?
Yeah,
we have
we're
got Max back. Welcome back, my friend. I assume we're still in sync. I'm not counting now though, because you've told me I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, so we're in the danger zone. So don't worry about counting now. But we will be in sync. It just works is the thing. So
it just
don't fret
works.
about
Okay.
that. Yeah,
I rewinded a lot, but Okay.
It just works.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Aid Sombra has been banned this map. Aid's not on the Freya again, by the way.
Oh, wonderful. They're just completely avoiding the hero that they are allegedly the best at in the tournament. So yeah, just stick away from that and good things will come to you is, you know, my basic understanding of events.
Maybe
so
it's good though, because he's nearly got Proud. Oh.
Yeah, nearly, but not quite, as
Freya kills
once
her.
again. And I mean, look, both of these are some of the strongest Premier hazards, and Dark is just going to take Milgaru for a ride early on. Feels like that is a result of the Freya versus the Sojin, to be honest with you, because without the ability to fly above and pump damage, and I feel like Sojin just doesn't do as much damage to Hazard. Freya, a better pick. So why is Aid dodging his best hero? I don't understand.
Bit sus.
Yeah.
A little bit sus. I also am happy to see that people have realised that Hazard is still broken and has been for 7 months, but you know that's irrelevant. Anyway, Bap on one side by the way and Kiri on the other.
Mate. That completely broke the meta for that.
Yeah. It's okay. First time ever that a whole meta's had to be made specifically to counter one hero, but it's still bad after no nerfs, guys. It's okay. Anyway, probably should be commentating the game. People are dying.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the teams are going to win the fight.
Okay. Does look like T1 is that team in question. Sonjin the only man left standing, or rather Sonjin and Aid the only men left standing. As Sonjin attempts to escape over on the left hand side, Aid stands in main, chipping away, but the cart's already been pushed to the corner. Bowler shot already available for Proud, and double support ult,
and he's dead.
It's actually just around the corner. Double bolted across the map too, as it appears Freya might still be a reasonably good hero in these matchups. Maka taking a beating as well. So many members of AG stuffed inside right now. The T1 just keep on pushing the cart, keep on playing main. Bowler shot comes out now. Lots of damage coming through from that. And there's just no brakes on this train. T1 are absolutely dominating. Metrice, thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean that's a checkpoint cap on push for 1 ult. Milgaru's going to swap over to the ball now. Aid's still rocking the Sojourn, but I mean T1 still have 4 ults, man. Like, and the window on this map, specifically, like on these long lines, is so rough because you can just get caught with your pants down. Sunjin though, looking to catch Vigi with his pants down instead, actually gets caught with his pants down instead. Ooh. Slam now onto the back line, not going to do anything. Window out after, not really needed, but looked cool, I guess. Proud's going to find Aid again because he's playing the better hit scan hero. And it's just another clean fight win for T1, and in 3 minutes we're at 80 meters.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It appears that everybody is having issues with the clasp around their trousers. Nobody capable of pulling them up. Just an endless pants around ankles situation. Milgaru over to the wrecking ball as well. Apparently Hazard just not cutting it for them. So Lucio on a ball out of desperation because T1 are destroying them so hard. Apparently Proud's Freya was the issue all along. They needed to ban that out. And they also needed Aid to never play the hero again. Here comes the overclock from Aid, but a beat in response from Skewed comes out very early on. Downpour from Dark as well. No kills converted, so that's a lot of investment from T1 for a whole lot of nothing. All of that for just 1 overclock. Quite overzealous.
Yeah.
Keep it A. There's a beat push timing available for Lee Soo-min now, but a bit hard to beat push with the ball.
It's gonna give AGG a window to get back in here, but the Borrelot onto Milgaru on the slam is just gonna get the instant trade. Beat's gonna come out from Lee Soo-min now. Gotta try and push something. Donghack's fallen low in the lamp. Gonna die as well, actually. So it looks like this is going Gamers Global's way. 8 hits the shot onto Zest to keep himself alive in 1 HP 2. I see you, King. Vigi's gonna trade out Maka though, which is actually maybe like the worst trade for AGG. The last person you'd want to die there. Not gonna be able to farm the rest of that nano. Not gonna be able to set up for next fight. And I mean T1, they might have wasted a bunch of rolls, but they do also have like Pulse and Window coming back up again fairly soon.
Yeah, those ults are just around the corner, and Maka's already back spawned. Milgaru just horsing around up on the high ground right now, looking for an angle to find a slam. He's about to slam backline. He will slam the Lucia and the Baptiste. That's going to be shift forced out. Lamp's still available right now as he kites inside, looking for another angle, but can't quite hover on that lip. He will have to fall back down to the ground. Minefield is available. Here it comes now, slamming mines, but Proud is good to just fly right away from that one. Take the mega health back. Dark taking a beating in main. He will be pulsed. The lamp comes through the the window healing as well, so that's a good clutch from Vigi. But Vigi's sleeping. Can they find the kill?
No, not quite. Zest gets a pulse onto Maka during all this as well. Actually looking really good for T1 here. Somehow, despite Donghack falling low and Lamp Force early, they've managed to come out ahead on this fight. Milgaru's going to get a trade onto Vigi, but I think it's too little too late realistically. And yeah, I mean, it's actually just nothing to do. Proud has another bowler coming up, by the way, and I think every single one so far has gotten a kill because it's bowler. Maka has this nano. I don't know if I assume we're at a point. Has he been on nano the entire time? Maybe he has the self nano perk. So maybe at this point in the map he'll have an easier time keeping himself alive this fight. But it's so rough. You got to walk up into a beat push, a downpour, and a bowler. Like it's not looking good for AGG here.
Any obstacles for AG right now until Maka has that tier 2 perk, which he is a million miles away from.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy for him to survive with the nano boost. Here comes the beat push from Skewed. 1-for-1 trades as both hit scans will fall. Maka's got the nano boost, throws it out. He's got Skewed hot on his heels, but Skewed got he's so fast you wouldn't think that he was a brig player at this point. Vigilante on the Baptiste, back jump, pops the shift, jumps over to the Mega. He's totally fine. He's going to get away. Still a 4 versus 4 situation, but Maka just caught unawares over in the open.
Aid is on
now that
Freya.
he's cleaned up the kill. Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Aid is on Freya. We're back.
Outrageous.
It's not a 100-meter lead yet. It's only 98, and we're back on Freya. Milgaru's going to die again just for the love of the game. I mean, they're going to get the good spawns here, T1, but this is winnable now. We have a Freya.
Okay, so how does Avril Theory work if there was more than a 100-meter lead, but now it's less than a 100-meter lead? Does that mean that Avril Theory applied, but now it doesn't because it was completely unlosable, and then because those meters were conceded, it's now losable again?
Well, no, because if it's completely unlosable, then no matter what happens, it's already lost.
So they've already crossed the threshold.
So I think they... oh, by the way, first fight on Freya, killed 2 people.
Yeah, but he should stay on Sojourn and then probably ban it out on Ilios and shit like that too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Really should ban it.
Like he literally just killed everybody.
Yeah, it's actually a massive ult fight coming up here as well. Is that what 4 ults on both sides? No mines on the side of Ag, no beat on the side of T1. I think I'd rather be Ag in this situation. Milgaru is just chilling above, ball on the wall. You know how it be. Gotta be careful. I mean, T1 gets so many fights here before even cap. They're gonna get 2 fights before cap. Lee Shumin nearly gets caught before beating. Window out from Vigi. Donghack and Proud are the ones falling low though. Vigi can't shoot at anything, just the boops are too much. Donghack's still low as well. No armor to show for. Sunjun manages to find Proud. Skewed and Donghack actually managed to get in on Sunjun and 8. How has this turned against Ag? How? They had a HP advantage, they had a pick advantage, and somehow they've just lost.
Just didn't have it in him apparently. Donghack crashes out on their squishies and Lee Sumin nowhere to be seen with the beat drop. A little bit awkward now because that was their opportunity, really. Opening pick, good old situation. Now Skewed has the beat to match Lee Sumin. Gonna need some magic from Aid. And I mean, you know, as magical as he is on the Freya, how much can realistically be expected here? Pulse Bomb goes wide from poor little Zest. So, oh, Mil busy. What are we doing?
I mean, I'm not feeling this bull pick. I cannot lie. It doesn't fill me with joy. Also, though, I gotta say the Freya into the Hazard feels like a rough matchup. So maybe it's just tank is hell. Maka though has his ult. Lee Sumin has his ult. Milgaru and Sunjun have their ults. This is the time for Ag. They've got to do it. Downpour onto Milgaru. Does hit him, I think. Isn't gonna kill him. Lee Sumin's gonna die with beat. Milgaru's falling low as well. Gonna have to fully kite out now. Aids in the skybox, doesn't get anything and dies. Maka's Kitsune Rush, I don't even know when he put it down it did so little. And that's that. Yeah, I mean, it might be over, Max. It might just be over.
Why has Lee Min just come flying like a bat out of hell into Donghack's face when he has the beat? Instead of trying to beat and push away from the enemy hazard or beat to save his ball when the ball re-peaks him, he just goes all in with the push. Milgaru now slam into the backline. Minefield looks good. Could be a bit of trouble here.
Nice.
Poor little Vigi. Both backliners dead. To none other than Aid on Freya, who, you know, wasn't on it for the first 6 minutes of the map for reasons unknown. Guy has another bowler shot now. Will be able to save this for the next turn. These trades should not matter. Should be okay here in the spawn, even if it's just a 1 versus 1.
Just about.
Doesn't matter. They can keep on pushing the card.
T1 though, they've got double DPS window. I mean, I suppose Ag have 3 ults too, but like this is so difficult. To be fair, this is the easiest time for Ag to win the map now. With OT coming up, you have to win less fights now to take this lead back than you would have at any other point in the map because of the way this stupid system works. 8, let's see what he can do with the boulder shot. Maybe looking for a flank. Gotta be careful of Donghack catching him though.
Yeah, look at this. Lee Sumin still has that beat drop. He pops it now. It looks a bit lukewarm as he was under so much pressure, but Aids Bowler has done so much damage. Vigilante, sliver of HP in a dream, but he will go down. 1-for-1 trade though. Aid the carry taken out. Recall available. Milgara cleans up the kill into Proud. It's a 3 versus 3 now, but Dark is still alive. So dangerous, but he's getting backshotted. He's so incredibly low. His wall not enough to save him. Suzy Q touched the point.
Oh my god.
Oh, close. Skew, Dark, both fall. AG, by the skin of their pearly whites, they clutch this one out. But Magna is traded late. Game-losing trades coming through now. Without market to keep them going. Oh, what are we doing?
They've just pissed it away.
Close the curtains. Close the fucking curtains. We're going to map 3.
Oh, why is everyone playing BAP? They think it's good. There you go. That's my expert analysis. That was pathetic. Did you say Suzy Q in the middle of that?
Yeah, that's what I call the Suzu.
Okay. That's
Harry Bob, thank you very much for the prime. Welcome back. 3 months. Appreciate that.
that's my mother's nickname, so that was a bit weird to hear, just in the middle of the fight.
Suzy.
Don't forget the Q. Don't forget the Q.
Operation Suzu.
I mean, I don't think we do have a series on our hands. I think if that map's that dominant, we're just gonna not see any more dive maps because there's no Ilios left, and it's just over. It's gonna be 3-1 T1. But I'm willing to be proved wrong.
I told you I'm in rehab for gambling. I like to encourage people to gamble, even people in the state of rehabilitation.
Those are the people you need to encourage to gamble the most to see if they can stick to their morals.
Exactly, right?
They
A
need to
big
test.
step in rehabilitation is testing yourself. and
Being able to
proving
say no.
That you can beat the addiction, yeah. Being able to say no after saying yes.
That Vigikill on Sunjo was actually clean.
Nasty. Very nasty. Suzy Q is the goat of Orisa. Suzy Q is...
is a
Suzy Q has
60...
nothing to do with Orisa.
Suzy Q is a 4-year-old woman.
Suzy Q is what comes out of Kiriko when you press E. Like, Kawi, thank you very much for the 8 months, and an undesirables to you too.
Wouldn't that be a Suzy E?
No.
No? Okay, my bad.
It's not gonna. Oh my god, it's doing reruns. Grow up. That is beast mode.
Oh, listening. Nice noise.
Let's play the damn mobile game. See ya.
See ya. Dead sexy all of a sudden. I do my best. Oh, I am gonna go walk around though because this chair is not that comfortable. I need to just stand up for a minute, my god. Oh. Ah! My phone! My phone was gone. I have one Cloud9 shirt that I will do my best to find and wear. Considering I've only got one shirt, maybe not wear for every other stream, you know? That seems a bit excessive. Hello, A15. Even when it's not actually him, he runs max ads? I do not have max ads on. I do not have max ads on, I will not take that. If you compare me, ironically, to Max, who does have max ads on, I'm not having that, I'm not having that slander. New Junk City. There you go, my mic is closer to my mouth. Oh. Why is he holding his mouse like that? Okay, I was about to say, where the fuck is your index finger, mate? I've been playing too much TFT because I was about to say that's a Kabuko ban, but it's just a different game, isn't it? Hazard ban from Ag. Sure, didn't go well last map. Genji ban follow-up. Crazy mouse grip. No, not TF2. Not TF2. TFT. TTT. Index finger was chopped off. I'm insensitive. Fuck. Did you play TF2? I played a little bit of TF2. Challenging dongers on the horse. It looks like that could be the case. Yeah. Let's say maybe T1 banned the Genji because they think they're gonna try and play the weird Queen shit that CR did. That they swapped off of one after one fight. Oh, I wish I could understand Korean so I could know if it's a good sign or not. The Genji drawing's cute though. Would you put Backbone in a locker in TF2? Yeah, definitely. You hate Korea's format. Yeah, I mean these games are kind of pointless. Point your phone at it, but then I wouldn't be able to read chat, guys. Come on, think ahead. I've got a translator app because when I'm in Sweden, I'm just walking around not understanding what anything says, so I just have to awkwardly be like, eh. What's the score? 1-1. 1-1. And I'm buffering. Oh. Doesn't everyone in Sweden speak English? I mean, most of them do, but everything's still in Swedish for the most part, you know? Like packaging and everything, you know? Like I'm at the shop and I'm trying to like pay and it telling me what to do is in Swedish, so it's a bit hard. Just guess. Yeah, I mean I tried that and I got looked at really awkwardly by this like cashier guy once. So I was just like, yeah, fair enough. Co-op of English on the cash machines though. Do I look like I don't know what Ica is and I'm not going into a co-op. Maybe you just build different, maybe you are, bro. Why is the stream buffering though? Be so for real with me right now. Actually, nearly a 50-50 split between who's gonna win. Swedish is a fake language. I am legally obliged to say that is not true and that it is a real language. You going to Stockholm again this year? It depends on if my if Mia wants to go, then I'll probably go because we're fairly well, we're not close to Stockholm in Sweden, but same country in it. But it's quite expensive, and I don't enjoy watching events in person that much. Did you get a haircut? Yes, I did. But I don't overly enjoy watching events in person outside of like the finals and stuff, and I don't overly enjoy walking around the conventions. Best plus is social, yeah, but yeah. So I'm not sure. If she wants to go, I'll probably get dragged along. Yeah.
Who's dragging you?
Me misses. Anyway, 27,
jeez.
26,
No ball chain.
25.
What?
24,
27, Jesus.
23. You want to count them, mate?
Keep going.
21,
Keep going, keep
20, 19, 18,
We're synced.
17.
All right, bit of a change of pace now for AG.
Venture.
Sojin and oh my god,
It's
Venture.
Maimon.
Spear comes out into the back line. It's Maimon back at it again. Unburrow into the back line, but nobody knocked up. Just Sonjin cocking it up on the low ground, missing his draw, continuing to cock it up actually. Just an endless string of cocking it up for Sonjin right now. As
Aid's
no
not Freya
surprise,
again.
Jasmine will fall. Yeah, Aid's not playing Freya either.
This guy does not
Really
want to
not.
play Freya at all.
Outrage.
I mean, somehow. Wait, who's Jasmine? Where's Milgaru gone? I don't watch this region enough. Is Jasmine him? Is that the Orisa guy or what?
It's just tank 2.
Just tank 2.
Interchangeable.
Okay,
It's just
somehow
tank 2.
Ag have come back in though. Sunjin's done the venture thing of getting his one onto Vidge. Mac has decided to jump out of his lamp. Aid is proving why Sojin is the best hit scan in the game right now, with 3 final blows this fight. Could it be 4? It's 4.
Good for 4. Apparently, you don't even need your Jasmine in order to win the fight, because you can just win the slow fight when Sonjin eventually finds his own kill. You don't even need Maka, because Maka will leap out of his own lamp like an eagle. Aid will jump up into the skybox and nearly get himself taken down. Thank God this guy can aim, otherwise there'd be a bit of trouble for AG. Windows available or soon to be on either side, but Dark has an enormous advantage on the Terra Surge charge, and that is going to be a huge problem for AG in this next fight. They do not have the B-Trap available yet. Dark is going to run it in. He is going to go for gold in this scene. Proud playing main with the rest of his team right now. Oh god, Lee Min playing with death, holding up on that high ground, but he will escape over to safety. Window comes up onto the high ground. Dark just looking for an opportunity. Yeah, he's just kiting it out.
Zest is still in the back, just getting poked away. I think he's fighting Sunjin maybe, but I'm not sure. You gotta be so scared of this venture, especially when this ult comes online. Even just getting caught. Maybe, I mean, pulse onto Aid there. Freya doesn't get stuck there, if you ask me. Vigi gets his lamp force low on the push. Sunjin has found Vigi. Proud Bowler has found Lee Min. Jasmine's falling low too, looking like it's gonna go the way of T1. Gonna need another one from Sunjin. Gonna need the got my one hero to get their 3 this fight. Got their 2nd, not their 3rd though. And that is going to be T1 flipping the point.
T1 get the flip. They've managed to hold on to Dongark's Terror Surge as well. But next turn is going to be brutal regardless of the state of the Terror Surge, regardless of that, because look at all of these ults for AG. Sonjin continuing to play just an absolute zest fest of heroes right now. There are identities for days as Sonjin makes the swap over to the Symmetra now. 3 ultimates to 1 for this.
How is Aid here?
Overclock pulled in the back. Aid was hiding behind all
Didn't get
along,
beat!
pulls it out.
Didn't get beat!
Doesn't get the beat, slides in for it, dies for it, but it doesn't matter because AG, they're winning by the numbers. 3 for 1, Zest and Dark versus the world. Touch secured, market traded, winnable, incredibly winnable now for the side of T1. They just need this kill on Sonjin.
Yeah, Zest has managed to fool.
They just need this kill on Sonjin.
Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, I gotta say, I'm so happy to see a Sim. Sim is broken into Orisa, okay? I don't fully know how the Sim versus like Freya matchup feels. Maybe that's too bad, but realistically, you don't get 2 taps, so it should be one of the better heroes. It's just, yeah. I mean, rough for T1 that you somehow lose that fight. Terror Surge for both sides now. T1 got both DPS ults. All gamers, they have the Simmel and the window coming up. Simmel is such a big swing in these like Orisa mirrors. It's insane. It's actually just an instant fight win button as long as you're not an idiot with it. Gonna be Ag getting point control early here, looking for like a Sim Lucio flank. Me and Ollie literally on your screen right now. Terror Surge in early from Jasmine here, mirrored by Donghack. Jasmine's going to be the one to cancel first. Not really going to take much damage though. Proud's going to find Lee Min in all of this. And Mac is just going to jump over the pulse bomb. And Proud's found another one on the flank as Freya. Gonna be flip going T1's way here for sure. No way it doesn't.
Proud just taking names here too early on in the piece. Mirrored Terror Surges finding absolutely no value for the Lucio team. But poor little Lee Min taken out very early on as well. Now T1 just right back into the driver's seat in terms of ultimate. Sonjin may have the free fight win button in the form of the symbol though. So that could be trouble for T1. They can scrap into it a little bit once they have that rally online. They can really start to brawl. Already you can see fast rotation, TP straight to the point. Window comes up. Oh, shades of Prime London Spitfire. Keep it A. TP over to the side. Window comes up, somebody gets one mobbed. You love to see it. Symbol comes up as well. I think that was a little bit overzealous, to be honest, the investment of the symbol on top, because they already had that player advantage. They already had the window up to muscle up on the point. But now AG, they've spent heavily for the cap. T1 have a swing chance.
Yeah, it's a scary one with that window up. But considering Proud was dead, there's not really much one-shot potential. Anyway, Donghak going in here. Mac has found Proud somehow. A's just full flanking on Sojourn. So much easier to do than on Freya, clearly. Going onto the back line of Vigi. Somehow Donghak's found Maka in all of this. Vigi's just walking in front of him, no care in the world. Ult here now for Aid. Might pop it even. It does pop it as Jasmine dies. Rally comes out from Skewed. I mean, it's looking like it's got to be a T1 flip. Donghak wants the blood, but might be hard to get it. Maybe Aid can get out. Never mind. Proud comes back from spawn and gets him. Just going to be touching point here now for Ag. Dying on point. Going for the next fight. Bit messy. I don't know if I like the Sojourn flank into this comp.
It felt like the Sojourn flank had legs at the beginning. He applied a lot of pressure, but then he stopped pressing. He had the clock available, didn't use it. Yeah. Went back to main, little period of indecision. They push onto Jasmine, and then the game is already done. Got to commit to the flank in the moment. Now Aid is 0 for 2 on overclocks, and both times he has flanked for the setup. Just not finding the value that he needs. Donghak playing very aggressively here. Jasmine is getting worked in the neutral. There is a Terror Surge available, but might not even need it. As Proud, he takes down Sonjin with the boulder shot. Donghak, apparently he's a little bit too hot to handle, overheats his gun, but the damage is already done. AG, it's a 3 versus 5. They are all gone. T1 evening up the scoreline 1-1 here on Flashpoint.
Yeah, I see you, Stormbreaker, saying cosplaying backers after getting first picked. Appreciate that, by the way. T1, 3 ults.
Just ban him.
3 ults. 3 ults compared to Ag's 3 ults. Sunjin's on Bastion, on Venture, on Tracer. Settling on Venture again. Honestly, you know, I like it. I think it's a good pick. I am once again questioning why Aid isn't on Freya. I need a Freya. Why am I on Sojourn? The Sojourn, it's not working for me, buddy.
It's because Aid is no good at Freya. This has been established through weeks of OWCS Korea play. Aid, known as one of the slow adopters of the hero, and Proud, famously good at it. So it just makes sense that they would never fucking play it now. Window comes out from Maka that might secure AG the clip, but again, much like before, they're spending ults for the cap and then not winning the fights with them. Huge ultimate investment from AG now as they pop the beat and the Terror Surge, running it in. But I think that this is not good for AG. 3 ults for 1 here. This is exactly why they lost on the previous point. They invested their symbol and their window over the top of each other, and then they lose to the ult retake from T1. Now, they've just dumped their entire bank in again. T1 gets to come back with 3, soon to be 4 ultis.
Yeah, Vigi doing the little Griffin spawn tech there. I mean, you're just right. You know what we need? We need an Aid overclock flank masterclass, because we don't really have much else to lean on unless Sonjin just manages to find Vigi early. Zest is looking to pressure point as well. That's the rough part as well. When you don't have like a tracer of your own, Zest can kind of touch point quite easily here. Aid is on the flank again and is nearly dead. Finds Vigi though. No overclock needed. Gotta be careful to not trade to Proud here though. That's the only way you can lose. So of course he's going to decide to fucking do it. Gonna slide into a wall. I mean, it started off so well. I mean, it's still rough. They don't have a BAP to push with, but they're pushing anyway. Maka's falling low. Zest on point here. Oh, given by Proud. Not done anything with it, I think. Lamp out from Maka now. Maka's actually dead. Somehow, Ag a lower HP and dying despite being the team with the BAP alive. That is questionable. That is a very questionable retake that has been allowed to happen there.
Yeah, BAP for hitscan traded, and even though there wasn't all of that sustaining heals for T1,
grow up.
The absence. Oh, come on,
come on.
He's playing soldier, is what he's doing. He's playing like the soldier flanking style, but he's doing it on Freya. He just sees the BAP brig, and it's like, I need to get a good angle. I need to get off to the side and make it happen. Love to see it from there. Really.
Oh,
Sonjin. See if he can make one.
Sonjin has his own. Ah, he's dead again! Why?
0 for 3. 0 for 3. Come on. Sonjin dead as well. Oh,
no, it's just over. Just reset.
For the clock.
He's swapping now. He's swapping now. He's not swapping.
Go Freya.
He's not swapping. And they're staggering
You
Jasmine.
think it's because they're playing Lucio instead of Brig? Like, is that the difference maker?
It can't be. This has to be some bullshit. Like it's like, oh, we scrimmed them
The lamp.
and I got dominated, so now I refuse to play it into this man. Like why is he not on this? Why is he not on the OP hero that he's known for at this point? Like, I don't know, bro. And he's playing the super flank playstyle that you see a lot of Freyas do, no? Like so many Freyas love this like pure flank bullshit. Sejong gets the touch, gets out as well, pops his ult after, down on point, gets Vigi down. Excuse me, gets 2 with 1 shot there. I don't know what Scoot and Vigi are doing, but somehow this has turned back into being in Ag's favor. Proud's gonna fall, hopefully, yeah, as well. And somehow T1 have just pissed this away.
That was a fantastic passage of play from Sonjin there. Absolutely insane movement back and forth. Pops the ult, manages to hit both of the supports into a buffer on the clean feed. 28, 27, 26, 25.
28, 27,
Listen,
26.
I went back 5 and it
25.
just works again. It just works.
It just works.
It just works. Naka died somewhere in there? I missed that part.
I wasn't paying attention actually. I keep zoning out. Anyway, 2 ults on either side now. Like it's actually a good spot for Ag. They haven't got early point control by the looks of it. Got to push through the choke. Jasmine's got the worst of that cooldown trade. Still has his fortify if needed. Lee Sumin going to pop the beat. They're going to push forward with this now. I don't think there's anyone to really catch with it though. Sunjun's gone in, hasn't caught anybody. Terra Surge out from Donghak. Zest has found a pulse onto Aid during this because of course he has. Donghak's been pushed off point, but yeah, it's going to be the Ag DPS falling first in this fight despite the initial beat push.
Oh, beat push early on in the piece, but it's not going to make a lick of difference as T1 clean up the cap. Next turn, there's going to be an unmatched Terra Surge where Donghak doesn't have anything. There's no window available. Rally, not much of a counter to the Terra Surge, all things considered. Maybe it'll help Skew bash his way out of it in the clutch. But overall, are you disclosing on a...
He has an overclock.
And you know what that means, Jamie. Keep your eyes on it.
I see an open lane for him to go down and die. Sunjun, meanwhile, is going to be trying to take this lane inside from the Tracer. Jasmine's just trying to make his way to point. Sunjun's going in, trying to pressure the backline here. It's a good timing to pressure Donghak. Should be able to force cooldowns. But somehow Donghak's going to find Lee Sumin in the middle of this. And Sunjun's going to fall. Not going to be able to get out this time. Going to have to be another quick reset here for Ag. There's nothing else you can really do but reset. No stagger this time, fortunately, onto Jasmine.
Apparently, Jasmine's Terra Surge actually has lethality to his own team. Sim swap from Sonjin now.
Brig
no
swap.
more of Brig swap and Sim swap coming through from AG. They want to get bodies on the point right now, but this is going to be a brutal one if Skewed can mark the TP. Big AoE bash, bowler shot coming through as well.
Yeah.
Going to be so difficult to get value here with the Sim on this retake. Somebody needs to do the touching, and I'm not sure who it's going to be. TP comes out.
Aid.
Wait a minute.
Might go Aid with the ult.
Slides across the point and clocks. For once in his life, he doesn't die after pulling the clock. He's actually made it a reasonable amount of time. Donghak is on his case, but he can't slide on top of the... Oh, that's huge.
Wait, it's actually going Ag's way. Aid's going to fall, but Proud still has his spoiler, but Sunjun's got skewed with a turret. There's no tanks to be seen. It's just Proud versus the world. He's on an OP hero, but it's not that OP. Oh, there is a tank to be seen. Never mind. My bad, Jasmine. Didn't mean to disrespect you like that, my goat. But somehow, Ag have capped the impossible fight win.
Really brilliant movement from Aid there, double sliding across the point to ensure that Sonjun could actually use his TP to get some value in the mid-fight. Really nice stuff from him. Pulls the clock too, draws a lot of aggro from Donghak, pulls him away from the fight. Really did it all from the flanking master. Now we've got a main angle for Proud. He's immediately going to force a bunch of players back with his bolts. You can see repositioning from AG as they try to get front-to-back position to shoot main, but lots of ultimates about to be online for T1. The scrap is about to begin, Jamie.
It is, and Sonjun is going to be caught first. That's a rough one. So many ults for T1, as you said. Jasmine's falling low as well. Proud is above with this bowler. Throws it in, catches Aid. I think Terra Surge from Donghak's good too. Aid, no chance to live with double ults on him there. Lee Sumin, let's just drop the shield. Let's whip shot the Orisa in our face. There's no possible risk there. And we're going to point 5.
On the 5th point, that was a heavy investment from T1. They were 5v4 in that situation. Might come back to bite them. If you look up at the old situation now, all 5 members of AG are above 60% towards their ult. T1 just dumped 2 crucial ones and skewed us behind on the rally. So really, AG, a pretty substantial ultimate advantage. And if they can leverage that, a lean fight win in the first, they're just going to have an overwhelming one for the second and be able to close out.
They get to decide how to take it too. They've got all the map space. They decide how and where to take this, and they're deciding on this choke. They've got the Terror Surge and the Rally to go through choke with. It's a really rough one for the T1's backline. How do you walk through into this? Maybe like that.
Side control already.
Maybe like that.
No.
Oh, the symbol, no!
Symbol now!
No!
Sonjin, you bum. Absolute bum. You have the free fight win button, but it doesn't work. Window from Maka? Grow up! Actually grow up. 2v5 window, 3v5 symbol. You guys deserve everything you get, AG. Seriously, you deserve it all.
They were in the
What
driving
a
seat to win the
fucking
map. Like,
joke.
it's a lucky pulse, it happens, but like you can still win, and they've just pissed it away.
The bus driver's had a stroke. It's over.
Like, you have a symbol. It's the easiest ult to retake with on the planet. Like, you can tank a lucky pulse. The sim TP got broken. Somehow Maka's dead. Oh,
He's
it's
dead
so
again.
over.
Oh my god. What can you even
What
say?
are we all
at this
doing?
point? What?
What are we doing?
2v5 Terror Surge, grow up! Apparently AG are completely incapable of using their ultimates if they're not 3v5 or less. Get out!
And
This
T1
is
haven't used a single
nonsense.
ult since that pulse.
T1 have 5 ults now.
They haven't used a single ult since the pulse that broke it open. Oh my
That is
god.
the worst.
Sunjun
do you
over
believe
to
in
the
miracles?
Tracer again. I don't know if it'll be enough. I mean, it's just so bad actually. Oh, I'm buffering.
Surgeon
I'm
Main.
back.
Surgeon Main
I
comes out
unbuffered
rally
and
as well.
everyone's dead.
Window as well. Lee Sumin trying his best to stay alive, but both supports for AG are dead. The High Noon didn't do enough to stop T1's advance. They've popped every ultimate, and they have absolutely cleaned house to 1v5, make it a 0v5. AG, an absolutely fucking hopeless point D here to close out New Junk City. Really had all of the tools to make it competitive and completely fumbled it. Beyond belief. 3v5, 2v5, 2v5 ultimates. What
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah, I mean, using a symbol in a 3v5 where you don't even have, like, it's not as if any of them were low. They were all full HP, full cooldown still, you know. Also, on my screen, it went from pre-fight, slight buffer, and then the map was over. I don't know how that happened, if we were synced at all, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's piss in the bed, and there's shit in the bed, and then there's whatever the hell that was from Ag.
The bed is in an absolute state right now, needless to say. Oh.
It's 7 AM. I've been watching for 30 minutes, and I've just realised it's backbone in a bald cap. That's racist, my friend. What, you can't tell two bald Brits apart?
Jeez. We got a fast learner over here. Wow. This guy's got an eye for talent from the sounds of it, but yeah, Jesus.
Oh, that's what's
I like to set up for the just got done fucking thing. Like, alright, well, I'll leave it to it. I gotta remember.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, so this is what happened last fight. I don't know how in the 1 second of buffering this all happened, because this is where we came back, but... okay. Insane. It felt like Ag wanted to lose that man. Look good. Thank you, Red Dude. Appreciate that. Sorry, you're Mexican. What's that? Oh. Alright, time for me to have another little mini wonder. It's 2 more minutes to sit still.
나이스 때려주고 얘들아 소중공 트랙턴 기억하고 있지?
And we're back. Look at that timing. It took you a second to remember I have hair. Got some real big brains in chat today, don't we? Do you think clever people would hang out here? Maybe not. Maybe not. Especially today. Maybe especially today of all days. I can't read Korean, but that says I love you, T1. Another chicken royale. Junoban. Junoban? Chicken? Okay. Protect support as well, I guess. Siggity 66 Sigma. Are we gonna see another Zarya mirror on chicken royale? Because I'll be upset. Where's my woke Sig mirror? Well, it's banned, I guess. Alright. The thing is, even if I win this map, it's such a different style of map to all the other maps, I don't really think they'd win map 5, but... Oh god, we're in already. Okay, Masa! I'm gonna buy a box, wasn't big enough to fit you. Right, Max isn't here, but we are starting. We're on Alari Bap versus Alari Bap. Sure. Zest is on Sim on the defense as well. I like it. I like T1's comp here. Aid is finally on Freya. All it took was Sunjin to lock the Sojourn from him to make Aid go Freya. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know how Freya into Widow feels, to be fair, but I feel like Widow's gotta, like, maybe not.
You're saying that there should be a Widow here right now?
I mean, I feel like there should be a Widow here.
I think Widow's still pickable on Chicken Royale, but at the end of the day, T1's comp, not too shabby.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad comp by any means.
A little bit slept on, and then like Freya Sojourn, also not too shabby.
Yeah.
Freya Sojourn, Widow.
I just like Widow into Alari a lot.
Yeah.
Zest is going to find Sunjun early though. Skewed is going to find Lee mid. Proud somehow fallen in the middle of this. And as I was saying while she was still playing your mobile game, all it takes to get Aid on Freya is for his teammate to lock Sojourn away from him first.
Now, I was going to say, like, I think that it's not possible for AG to win now because Aid is on Freya and everybody knows that Aid doesn't know how to play Freya. So it's going to be really difficult for AG to come back from this one. Just a real uphill battle for them. T1, they are, you know, pretty decent in terms of their ult charge now, closing on just about everything. And AG, having no success on breaking the corner the first time, being that little bit behind on a bunch of different ultimates, it's going to be really hard now for them.
Yeah, I mean, even Zest is like quite far up on this wall as well. Like, if this fight goes long, that's a real swing for T1. Sunjun's just gonna slide onto Zest as if he doesn't have a TP to get away. Gotta be careful no one kills him here. Somehow no one is able to punish it, I guess. Sun coming out now. Oh, I mean, Sunjun, only way out is in, but it didn't work. Now Skew just flying above, forcing everyone back. Double stick on him, not quite. And now that's just another T1 fight win. 2 minutes off the clock already.
Give me some numbers.
Some numbers?
Yeah, count.
Oh, 8, 7, 56.
Okay, cool. Let's take it back up. You were 10 seconds ahead.
Ah,
it did take me a full minute to know.
That will be what happens when you spend your middle of games playing a mobile game instead of locking in. But that is okay.
Well, I'm not here to lock in. I'm here to be permanently locked out. Window comes down from Vigi up in main right now, but no kills converted. Sonjin bolted on the side though, brutal. Oh, now there's a captive Son onto Zest, looking to cap it as Lee Soo-min, but he wants to land on his head apparently to do so. So this is going to be another fight going the way of T1. Expensive one, cost him 3 ultimates, but they still have the sim wall to weather one final storm. AG. Time's ticking down. Already 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Sonjin's 70% in 3 minutes. I understand what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to open up the angle, but it's so hard to open up an angle when Sim can just like open that door back up at any point, and also you're just in front of their entire team. There's a Freya in the skybox that can shoot you. Like, it's just so hard actually for him. Like the sim is so good at controlling this little corner angle here that you feel like you have to clear it, but it's actually just bait, I think. Skewed is coming up on another captive Son as well, which he did work with last time, so it doesn't matter. Proud is first dead.
Proud instantly going to fall. Jasmine has the Terror Surge in the back pocket, but I mean, look, this is a great opening pick. T1 probably just going to play behind. Skewed actually gets his ultimate eaten and gets himself bowled, so an absolute disaster class from Skewed there. Not willing to give it up yet, though, as Zest comes in with the sim wall, is taken incredibly low, should go down here to Jasmine's ultimate, unless the best lamp of all time comes out from Vigi, and AG have been muscled back.
They have to give up so much space.
Oh, disaster.
And they're just back. They're back to first corner just because of the symbol. They couldn't stay because of the symbol. It's insane. And now T1, they've got a window for AG to walk into this time as well. Sonjin's gonna have to do something massive with this slow cooked, whatever that ult is called. And Proud still has his bowler coming up too. Overclock. There we go. Thank you. Window out from Vigilante, hasn't found anything. Somehow Zest has found Maka in this. I don't know where the Orises went there. Aid's found Zest in the middle of this as well, and it's just a T1. Ooh. Your map pick.
T1 sweep, mate.
Your map pick, full held. I mean, I do really see what Ag are trying to do, but I actually think the sim counters it. Because it's like, once Sonjin's there, like, it's so easy to get him out with just like a Freya fly up TP timing. Like, it's so hard for him to live there. I actually would rather him be on sim himself, like, if he's going to do this. Like, even just in general, maybe I'd just rather it be like sim Freya here.
Can't believe that Jamie is defending play of Symmetra and saying that more people should waste him. You know, he got all excited. You could see how fucking hyped he was when there were 2 Mays in the previous match. You're milking me for all of the ad money in the world right now. If only that were true, Alibi 5270. But I'm sure somehow, some way, I can get even more ad money out of you. Somehow.
I don't think it's possible
We'll figure
for
it out.
you, mate.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Where there's a will, Jamie, where there's a will. Disaster.
And they're just going to play the same on defense as well. Please play Mercy. Mercy is good on this map. Mercy is good on this map. I stand by this till the day I die. It is a good pick on this map. Fuck Alari. Damage booster Freya, get a bowler in 20 seconds. Damage booster Sojourn, and then have a Freya. Like, it goes hard, okay? I don't think they're going to do it. We are going to see Mei though. Zest is a man after my own heart this map. Just going to be on Mei this time instead of Sim. I assume Proud's going to go back to Freya. Oh my god, he nearly got his head taken off. Just about survives it though. And it looks like it's just going to be an attempt at like a mirrored hold. They're going to give up a bunch of space and play the back corner. I mean, it worked for T1. Why won't it work for Ag, you know?
Hang about. Looks dicey already. Hang on, Hattie, give us a second, mate. Maka and Lee Soo-min already on these really pokey characters. No Sim in play anymore, but I don't think that the Mei finds nearly as much value in this neutral now that there is no dive or, you know, like no Diva to slow down, no Sigma to ham up, so I really don't think that the Mei is that great anymore. War comes up though, Jasmine already getting some cooldowns forced out. Maybe the Mei, you know, not all that bad.
As I was going to say, Mei is a great poke hero, so it's still good, and you actually, maybe just like having a good poke hero with a bit of extra HP to peek is enough. He gets the pick, and that's a window on the corner. Donghack's found Maka too, and it looks like that's just Gigi. Never mind. Aid got something to say about it. Found Vigi. Jasmine's gonna die on point, but Aid is never mind. When will people realize that Mei is just the best hero in the game?
Well, apparently you realize that the only good heroes in Overwatch are actually Mei and Sim.
I mean, there's a reason I don't waste my time with anything else, you know? That's the only reason, I swear.
Well, I feel like people are starting to take the pill. People are starting to realize the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
Because it is just... That was all too easy.
I mean, they are both overtuned to shit, but yeah. I mean, that was way too easy for T1.
Yeah, I mean these heroes are like sleeper broken because everyone thinks they're shit, and it's always the.
Which
fucking
no one
people
likes playing
that
them
play
either, you know?
Yeah, nobody enjoys them. That's the end of days, mate.
Yeah, that's us done for the day, right? Look at them all with their little pocket
Yeah.
fans, by the way, so cute.
Are you doing the other regions later?
There's no other regions today, but we'll be doing the other regions tomorrow as well.
Oh, it's Friday, right?
Yeah. Zest, player of the match.
Might just bang on some reruns for the evening, you know? That feels like that's something like out of respect I might do.
I mean, I could just rerun this stream for